Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, me once again. Welcome back to another movie review. AK after I saw this time is going to be on Transformers Rise of the Beast. Now this comes to us from the director of Creed 2, as we follow this man played by Anthony Ramos, I think his name is Noah or something, who is having a normal life. He's taking care of his brother, who he has a strong relationship with, until of course he meets up with the Autobots, the ones we all know and love, as they're on a mission to try and get this key back, because if the bad guys hold on to it, then of course it might destroy their world. And they tend to get back home and they tend to protect the world as well, even though Optimus Prime still isn't too nice with humans. This movie takes place in the 90s, long before the events of the Michael Bay films. So yeah, it's on the same line as Bumblebee, as that was technically a prequel. This is a prequel as well. But I tend to forget that this is part of the Michael Bay universe. And while he does have part in this, he's not the director. Now, if you've known me since 2014, you'll know that I haven't been fully nice to the Transformers franchise, especially not Age of Extinction. I absolutely hated that film. Last Night, I did think was better at first, but as I thought about it even more, yeah, I thought that was worse. I mean, I did like the first one, and I really enjoyed Bumblebee. I think that's the best that Transformers had to offer on the big screen, shockingly, thanks to Travis Knight's terrific direction. And right here, I can say this isn't as good as that, but I can definitely say this is better than all the sequels made by Michael Bay. This isn't anything new to the formula or anything like that, but I feel like this is definitely going to be a movie that fans will be far more pleased with, as my biggest problems with the Michael Bay ones were the use of cringeworthy humor and innuendo that just didn't fit the movie at all, and just focused way too much on the effects and less on the Autobots. But right here, it focuses a lot on the Autobots as well as effects, but it's not overly done. And the humor, I can say, was necessary enough. It's a 90s film, and it definitely has some 90s vibes to it, as well as some 90s references. And it has the characters, or some of the characters, that most fans would be familiar with. I haven't, grown up with the cartoon or anything like that. I'm not, super big into Transformers, so I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know that it's definitely going to be more for the fans than it is going to be for newcomers or just people that just want action. And there is quite a bit of it. Another big problem I had with the previous ones is the lack of good human characters. Sure, they had big name actors, but none of them were interesting. And I can't really say the human characters in this were particularly interesting. I do think they're more likable. Anthony Ramos, who was the star of In the Heights, is great in the movie. I think he was very entertaining. He's not really good in terms of character development, but he's likable enough. And there is this one girl that he meets up with who doesn't really have a major part. She's pretty much she does. It's just I don't really feel like she has a whole lot of purpose. In fact, I kind of wish that it focused a bit more on him and his brother and their bond together, as they're mostly separated. I mean, he does mention him a lot, just I kind of felt like it would be a little bit more deep if it focused more on their relationship, though. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it does lead up to another movie towards the end, so yeah, because I feel like this is just the start of a new franchise and where it's going to take it, but another problem I do have with the movie is that the story really isn't that interesting, but at the same time, I don't really care, because as long as I'm entertained, that's really all that I really care about, because I was entertained. It has some very, very strong action sequences that will definitely keep fans enjoying what's on screen for the most part. And I actually was kind of looking forward to this one, because I feel like it's definitely going to be more of what fans will be hoping for, because if fans just came for their favorite characters, just fight with the bad guys. I know they have names, just like I said, I'm not fully familiar with the entire franchise, so I wouldn't know. But as far as action films go, sci-fi ones and summer ones go, this is an enjoyable one. It's not a new, it doesn't do anything new to the formula or anything like that. For me, I just expected a fun ride. And that's mostly what I got. Also, it's not overly long. It's 2 hours long, and I feel like it's still a little bit too much, but hey, at least it's not 3 hours. At least it doesn't try to go for 3 hours. So, and the movie did fly by pretty quick after the first 20 minutes. In the end, guys, Rise of the Beast isn't anything new, but I could say it's a lot more of a step up. The characters definitely are likable in this one, and they're played out a lot better here in this one. Like Bumblebee and of course Prime and all that. The characters you all know and love are here in this film, and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Human characters aren't too bad, and the story is pretty forgettable. But then again, the Mario movie didn't have that great of a story, but I still had fun with that. So nonetheless, it doesn't really matter if the story is good or not. All that you came for pretty much is Autobots, the iconic Autobots fighting against the bad guys to save the world. And if I were to choose this over Michael Bay's sequels, I would definitely choose this over that because it mostly was what those should have been. I'm not gonna lie, I actually was kind of looking forward to this one, and I enjoyed it. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Next week there's The Flash and Elemental. Obviously, I'm gonna be seeing those, so look forward to that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. We're out.